Thank you very much. Ed Morysiak here from East Toronto Living. I'm the man in the chair, and in this week's video, we are going to be talking about hardly any developers are building homes in Toronto as the market continues to plunge. Ouch! Yeah, if you want to know more about this article, stay tuned. All right, before we continue, if you're getting value from this and the information is good, don't forget to smash that like button and leave a comment and subscribe if you haven't already and share the video. I mean, I really love it when people leave comments because that gives me ideas for more content, and I can definitely address the comment, and it really just helps the algorithm moving, and I'm very grateful. So please do that. I would be very grateful. And also, if you have any questions about real estate and you're thinking of buying, selling, or investing, here's my contact information. You could buy me too. You can buy me something. How about a Rolex? No, it's not a Rolex. So anyway, jokes aside, if you're thinking of buying, selling, or investing in real estate, give me a call. Let's book a Zoom meeting if you're from out of town, or let's meet for coffee. Love meeting people for coffee. I'm actually meeting a subscriber tomorrow for coffee, and we're going to talk about his buying needs. And I can't wait. We're going to my one of the places that I've featured in past videos called Sprouty, and they have organic coffee, all sorts of organic treats and snacks and good kind of healthy food. Gluten-free, all this kind of really good place, very close to where I live. So I can't wait. And I can't wait to meet you too. So let's talk. Okay, so we're going to dive right into this article here. I don't know why I'm so upbeat and positive, because this isn't good news. This is really crappy news, in fact. The title is Hardly Any Developers Are Building Homes in Toronto as Market Continues to Plunge. And that's on blog.to. And I will leave you the link right here, so you can read the article in full detail. But I mean, over the years, Toronto has always sort of been. One could say was a safe haven, for when the surrounding areas, Greater Toronto area, what have you, outside, they would get hit hard by economic issues, or if the economy, did something, Toronto would be the last to receive any of the worst, wouldn't get the worst of it. Whereas everywhere else sort of would get just nailed by whatever. I mean, for example, when interest rates went up and the market crashed in some places up to 35% outside of Toronto. Toronto only dropped about 12% at that moment, which is still not good, but it beats 30% or 34%. Anyways. Toronto's sort of always been sort of this sort of safe haven, kind of well-guarded, area for the economy. Not this time, though. Right now, new condos are at an all-time low, big time, and a lot. And so condominium new builds are in real bad shape. So. I really feel for the people who bought a year or two ago, and some of these projects are not getting completed. So this is very sad news, and these numbers are not good numbers that I'm reporting here. We'll get to those in a moment, but a lot of the developers and stuff. And I guess the big outlets here, the Building Industry and Land Development Association, BUILD, and CMHC, the Canadian Mortgage and Housing Corporation, have been petitioning the government to please give some tax breaks, or let's just give help us out, with maybe development charges, fewer development charges, or just something so that we could finish these projects. And so they've been petitioning the government. And I mean, I hope they do and get these projects moving again. At least finish them so that people that bought will be able to get into their new properties or rent them or whatever, so at least they're usable. And at least them, because when all this is done, and these things are going to sell once again, but right now it's anybody's guess, unfortunately. But CMHC came out with some staggering numbers here, not good, in February, and they show that housing starts have declined throughout Canada 17% last year. And that's not good. But Toronto got hit hard. Got hit the worst, according to CMHC. They've plummeted 68% year over year. Fewer housing starts. Now they also say that these are off a fairly large number. So they were up very high and plunged 68%. So they were up. They're dropping from a very high point, according to this. But still, it's not good because Montreal rose 6% year over year. Fredericton rose 13%. Calgary up 44%, and Ottawa-Gatineau up 87%. Now, how is that even possible? But we went down. So I guess one thing is these communities, the price points are a lot lower. So perhaps that might have something. I'm just guessing. I mean, it's an educated guess, and there might be some truth in that. But the price points are a lot lower in those communities, so that might be why. But Vancouver reported about the same. They're down. Vancouver and Toronto have always sort of been neck and neck. One was always just a little higher or lower than the other, depending on whatever happens. But they saw 48% fewer starts in February 2024. And once again, we're still. This is probably the best buyer's market I've ever seen in my career. Boy, I wish I would have bought something in the last 6 months or now instead of when I did buy. But I also bought my print anyway. We won't go into my personal real estate portfolio. But I have some regrets and I have some wins. Let's just put it that way. Being in real estate, at least I have both. But I can share them just so that you folks could learn. Maybe learn from my mistakes. I mean, I certainly. I bought a condominium and I bought right at the height of the market in 2021, the extreme height, and it plunged in value. I still own it. Fortunately, the interest rates are it's a variable mortgage too. I've talked about it a lot, but it's a variable mortgage, unfortunately. But it's been coming down slowly but surely. So hopefully within the next year, we might see some. We might see property values start to go up. I'm hoping, and also the more I pay it off, the less my mortgage is on that. So that'll be good too. But I should do a segment about my purchase and the mistakes I made, because I think that would be very useful for a lot of buyers. And I'm learning too as an investor, and I plan to buy more investment property, and so I'm hopefully I can do that very soon. I am planning to buy more. I'm hoping maybe in the next 6 to 12 months pick up another property. I'm sure I could still get a pretty good deal. But that's me. That's I think that would be a pretty good idea. We should do a segment about that I'll talk about the do's and don'ts and the mistakes I've made and the things I've learned from that purchase. So, but hey, that's where we're at right now. So good and bad and indifferent. Great opportunity if you're buying right now. But if you have already bought and and if you're planning to buy new construction, be very careful. Be very careful. Really research the crap out of. Really, a lot of buyers go directly through the to the builder. They're not representing you. So find a real estate agent that really knows pre-construction really well to a T, and they represent you so that you don't get stuck in a bad investment. And that's happening. I don't do pre-construction. I've bought one. I've handled one sale in my life, and that was because anyway. I'm not an expert, but if you have questions, I will refer you to somebody that knows pre-construction if that's what you need, and they will help you out so that you don't find yourself in this horrible mess that a lot of people are in right now as a result of this horrible market that we're in. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so hey, don't forget, smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, leave a comment, and share the video. And again, if you have any questions about real estate, if you're thinking of buying, selling, or investing in the East End, or I've spoken now. I'm expanding my territory a little bit, but I mainly work here in the East End of Toronto, and I'm starting to do a lot more work up in Collingwood. I'm actually going to start a YouTube channel about Collingwood, and that'll be in about 6 months, 6 to 12 months. Let's say 6 to 12 months, because I don't want to say 6 months. That's incidentally where I might be moving, ladies and gentlemen. So I'll be doing real estate up there as well. I'm doing it there now as well, but I'll be doing a lot more up there. But that's just a heads up. Okay, so every Thursday at 5 o'clock, I put out a new video, and every Saturday at 7 a.m. is another video. So we've got 2 queued up for this week, so I hope to see you. And thank you very much. And Ed Morysiak, East Toronto Living, I'm signing out. So we'll see you next week, and have a great week.